Hello. My voice is going away. But that's not going to stop me from operating at my best. I am synchronizing this with my level up. So if you feel as though you are spiritually ascending, you have upgraded or just been operating in a new energy, is giving like your old self can't handle, and you're gonna get sick. Like you have exhausted all of the old energy that you have, and there's only new energy to be had. And if you got sick, it's giving you a place to rest, like space to rest. I'm having some sushi from Safeway. Apparently they have $5 Fridays at this Safeway. So instead of $10 for each sushi, it was $5 each for each sushi. So I got 2 spicy tuna rolls. It's kind of silly because their tags are like they crossed out salmon and wrote tuna on it. And that might be what collective is going through. You're crossing someone out and writing something else in. It could be someone's changing their last name, either because you're getting married or because you're transitioning. I have a friend that recently told me they're transitioning. However, I need to have boundaries with that friend because they were mad talking shit about their ex. And multiple times in that convo, I told them, hey, maybe you should rest on talking about this and focus on yourself. And that's where they told me, what's going on with them. But this whole thing with the name, the salmon, and it's actually tuna, is having me think, friends, that you're crossing things off. Maybe you're crossing things off your to-do list. Maybe you're crossing things off your bucket list. You're just you're trying to live your best life and removing blockages that are there. At Safeway, I also got these protein sticks. Okay, I am a carnivore, but sometimes a vegetarian, sometimes a pescatarian. I have my waves. Someone's making waves. And it's lunchtime, friends. Oh, if you need synchronicities or signs to look for, I'm seeing the colors yellow and red. You could be healing your root chakra and your solar plexus, throat chakra heavy. Because recently I've been using my voice in ways that my voice is not used to being used. Standing up for myself used to be really easy, then it got really hard, then it's just like you go in your cycles, right? You could have released repressed emotions, and as a result of that, it got you sick because it's sickening energy that you'd been storing. Someone asked, remove the blockages, and then an experience occurred. Someone asked, God, give me the strength to do this. And you're given something that you struggled through, but it gained you the strength to give you know, to do whatever it is that's next in the chapter. As I continue with tarot and my music, I realize I have to shed fear of being seen and shed fear of using my voice. So then I was placed in social dynamics that helped me with my voice, that helped me with being seen. And I struggled, friends, I struggled. And then when the cycle ended, I realized, wow, I'm stronger than I was. I made different decisions than I used to. And right after I had this realization, I got sick. After I made these decisions that were hard decisions to make, I got sick. It's holding space for processing what just happened. Holding space for all the self-care and all the self-love that you can give yourself that someone else or something else isn't doing or giving for you. Holding space for preparing for 2024. I'm hearing holding space for the universe to just fucking surprise you, because I was recently surprised. Two things going on in my life that I thought were really separate ended up being blessings that aligned with one another. And what I mean by that is I'm pursuing a travel abroad hiking trip. It's a backpacking class out of the country. And separately from that, this year I pursued, that's like next year. That's next year. The trip is next year. But separate from that, I pursued yoga and Zumba. And in the teacher's office, she's trying to set up personal accommodations for her students that might need help on the trip. So she met up with me. This is Smart Water. You could infuse intention in your waters and watch a lot of things grow. That's a sidebar, but she was just getting to know me, and I told her about yoga and Zumba, and somehow it just, one thing led to another, but not in like, I know when you say one thing led to another, like most people think like it led to something sexual, but I really mean like thing led to another, as in like a domino effect, where the offers and opportunities ahead feel like they're catered to you because it's coming from encountering the right person. It's like being pleasantly surprised over and over again by the universe, where like, just don't force things. If you were meant to be at work and you were homesick, there's things in your home environment that need your attention. Maybe you just need your attention. Start wherever makes sense. Friends, I'm out and about because I had a dental cleaning today. My first one. In my youth, I had to settle for the health care that my parents wanted or could afford. Now that I'm an adult, I am allowed to take better care of myself or not, and it's giving. Someone's opening up to going to the dentist. I apologize about my phone cutting out. Someone's generally just open to services that help your well-being. I'm eating sushi. You could really like seafood. Just certain delicacies when it comes to different cuisines. Maybe someone's trying out. Or something about the energy is delicate. Like someone's really afraid of making a mistake. Well, I hear that mistakes are part of the magic of being you and part of learning. And you won't be able to scare away your person. Your person will be able to understand. Or your person will be forced through lessons that will help them understand, because you guys will be created for one another. Whether you know it, acknowledge it, want it or not. It's giving divine timing. Whew. Yes. I'm satisfied. Sushi for $10? Wait. Someone needs to carry breath mints. I got Altoids. You might be an icebreaker fan, or you might like Mentos. I actually don't really know which brand is the best. I have not particularly looked into that before, but I have been trying to avoid food coloring in food, and I've been trying to avoid when there's too much high fructose corn syrup. Trying to keep sugar levels low, so and caffeine levels low. If you're gonna have caffeine, have it in something that's more of a natural drink, like tea or coffee. I know this has yellow in it. I just looked, but the way my face lit up in Safeway when I saw these, I was like, Ruffles, the cheddar and sour cream kind. I just dropped all my chips on the ground. Oh my goodness. That's the universe telling me not to eat them. I should find an alternative. However, if your face lights up at the thought of something, that's your sign to go after it, friends. I'm picking up just the ones that are on the top. Sometimes digging in too deep is just too messy, everyone's got a history, so it's giving like, if you feel like you have to like dig to find things out about someone, you don't know them enough, and they probably like manipulated you into the situation. It's giving like they already lost your trust from the second that you connected. You know, like it's giving, some of you are deep in cycles that should have stopped sooner, but it's giving like, it's okay. Sometimes your pain tolerance is high and you've reached like, it went over the brim. Being sensitive is not a bad thing, because you're like, your hurt radars are like Someone who tells you that your sensitivity is a problem is really giving, like, no, the way that they're hurting you is the problem. Oh my goodness, the way that the chips are all over the floor is a problem. Friends, like, can I flip the camera? Hang on. This is not okay. This is not allowed, friends. Is this allowed? So yeah, I'm going to end the reading here and enjoy whatever I can of these. Just pick up the ones that are on the top. And probably that's like what's happening here is someone's just like diving into surface level things of things that are like not really good for you. It's like, of course, these chips, they're on the floor of my car. Like, that's fucking disgusting. But I'll be okay. Like, look, I'll be okay with eating like this one because it's not really touching anything. It's touching another chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with eating that. Look at me eating it. But it's like, I think that's the situation collective is in, is like you're okay with things because it's surface level, like you've not gotten deep enough, but when you do, it's like some nasty shit, some disgusting, like, get the fuck away from me energy. And it's like, what you really need to do is just maybe buy a whole new bag of chips, or maybe don't eat the chips. You know, it's giving, it doesn't have to be that bad. You just have to not accept just surface level things. Get deeper. Maybe you haven't gotten that deep with yourself because there's some deep rooted traumas you need to unpack still. Surface level things. You can only go as deep with someone else as you have with yourself, and it's giving, give yourself that time and grace in 2024. And for the rest of 2023, my voice is definitely talking to me, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much for being magical and connecting with me on this reading. If you feel seen in this reading, let me know, and maybe in the future we can set up a reading or meditation for you. Okay, stay tuned and carpe diem.